Hello and welcome to Occupy SF TV here at Portuguese Park in Hayward. Today is November 27th, 2012. I'm here with my friend Jesse, and he's been doing this Feed the Homeless or Feed the Needy for 1 year this week. And I'm here on location reporting to show people that there are things going on out there in the world that are just as important as stopping the bombs. These people here are feeding the needy. There's quite a turnout today. 40 to 50 people here right now. And I just had some of the food myself, and it is really good. Thanks, Jesse.
Right on, man. Thanks for coming.
You bet. And like I said, here we are at Portuguese Park. This is what the park looks like.
Hayward, California.
Yep, downtown Hayward, California. And here's Ramon, one of the co-organizers of the Feeding the Needy. You're good, you're clear.
They brought the dogs.
Uh-oh, R2 is excited.
All right, B, you got to get yours later. He's like, but it smells so good. Not too spicy for you?
What do you have there? Let's take a look real quick.
Yeah,
oh,
almost
getting
done.
down. Wow, we finished that off.
It was like 35 quarts when it started.
And that was like a chicken soup.
Chicken, vegetable, noodle, soup.
It was really good.
Thanks.
I bet. I'm glad to see you do this. It's you said 1 year now.
Yeah, this one is the 52nd one that we've done. It's been 1 year. It was the Tuesday after Thanksgiving last year that we started.
So today is the 1 year.
Today's the 1 year.
All right. Well, I'm glad to be here. That's awesome.
Nice, man. Glad to have you.
Thanks.
We appreciate the dogs from Occupy, man, too.
Yeah, Occupy. What was that? The Walmart yesterday?
Yeah, the
Sunday.
Walmart San Lorenzo.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
And they sent a bunch
They
of
were doing a picket out there, and the leftover dogs.
leftover
they
dogs.
sent here, man, and I cooked them up, and they're going out to the people.
I had one of those too.
Nice.
And it's interesting if you put if you look on my screen here, we've been broadcasting for 3 minutes now, and if I'd put something up on the title saying cops or raid or something, we'd have viewers right now.
Right.
But because we're
It's all
feeding the
peaceful,
needy,
right?
nobody's bothered to show up and see what's going on, which is sad because
They do show up sometimes. The cops show up, and they'll basically go ahead and look around, I guess, and check, see if anybody has warrants just by recognition.
Really?
And then they go ahead and go on.
so they just do a swing through and they more or less they start checking IDs.
No, they just do a visual surveillance. If they know anybody that happens, they know some of the downtown people, they'll look around. They have filmed us from up there on the parking lot for the Century Theater. They've filmed us
Right
from
across the
up
street?
there before, but they've never actually come up and said a word directly to us because we're just private individuals. It's not a group or anything like that, so we're exercising our right to assemble.
Right? Excellent. Right, to assemble and feed people.
That's right.
I mean, that's just something that should be done more often by more people.
Yeah,
I would
the people that did it, the church group that did it on Wednesday, they had to cut theirs because of funding, so there's no more Wednesday feeding now. We're actually the only evening feeding in Hayward anymore.
think. Really?
Yeah.
So this list that I got from Can, I mean, this is
If
still
it says Wednesday on there,
you
that's
go.
no longer. Let's see, Wednesday, 10 a.m. Yeah, there's no more. Yeah, see, it's not listed as an evening thing. It's
Okay.
only the 10 a.m. sandwiches and snacks is what they do.
So they're still going to do that.
The sandwiches, yeah, but they used to have a beans and rice hot meal that they did in the late afternoon on Wednesdays, but now they can no longer afford to do that.
I see. And if you're down here in the Hayward area, there's a list you can get from the Hayward Can General meeting at 11:30 a.m. on Tuesdays. I'm not sure exactly where that is. Do you know?
It's at what they call the Blue House. It's right behind. It's right behind the church on 2nd Street, the All Saints Catholic Church on 2nd Street. Right
Okay.
there behind there's a little blue house where they do their activism out of. That's where they're based.
That's great. And there's a whole list of stuff here. Day and night, or morning and evenings. It looks like Monday through Friday, even on the weekends, Saturday and Sunday too.
Yeah, the Saturday daytime sandwich program, that guy ended up becoming homeless himself, so he stopped doing it. But my friend over there, Jeff, has picked up Saturdays on his own and just doing it as his own separate thing to make sure that still on Saturdays people get sandwiches and stuff for lunch.
That's great.
Is that it? Awesome. That's
I've never really been
hot dogs.
all that involved in feeding the needy or the homeless and stuff like that. It's something I've gotten into since I started working with the Occupy movement over a year ago, and running into people like Jesse over here and other people that I've seen doing this. Richard in San Francisco, who was a participant in General Assemblies of the Occupy San Francisco, fed the group a significant amount of food over the first 3 months, and then continuing on after the camp was disbanded there at 101 Market. Richard still goes out and feeds the needy homeless in San Francisco. I want to send a shout out to him. Good job, Richard, and also good job to Jesse here for just taking it upon themselves to go above and beyond the call of duty to help a fellow human and multiple fellow humans. And this is wonderful. I love seeing this.
We can't expect the government to help us. They're the ones holding us down. They're not going to help us. It's up to us to help each other. We're the only ones we can depend on, you know. In the Great Depression, the people survived because the people banded together.
And that's kind of what I see going on now. Is there's a lot of people banding together to help those in more need than themselves, even though they are also needy.
Yeah, I mean, us every month, we don't know if we're going to make our bills, but we still, you know, do what we can to make sure that every Tuesday we're out here providing that nutritious meal for people who otherwise may not have that resource. We've been blessed with being able to go ahead and keep our own house and stay where we're at. So, you know, it's just a leap of faith every month, every week.
Yeah. Well, I want to congratulate you on this. I mean, for doing it for a year and you know, struggling yourself to get here and do this, that's a real achievement. And,
yeah.
You know, something to be really proud of. As you can see, there's still people here sitting down eating, food still being served. And I'm sure you guys are going to be here for what, another hour or so?
Yeah, we've got a dessert course that'll come out after we've served everybody the dinner course. The people at the table make sure they bring out a dessert course so everybody gets a little bit of something sweet after a good, filling, nutritious meal.
That's awesome. That's really awesome. Thank you, Jesse.
Thanks for coming, man. Everybody, thanks for coming. You know, absolutely.
I'm gonna let Jesse go back to doing his thing, and I'm gonna let you guys check out just the view for a few more minutes, and I'm gonna head on out and take care of some business before I head back to Occupy San Francisco, 101 Market Street. And I want to also invite you to check out the Facebook page for Occupy the Odyssey, an adventure that I'm going to be going on with some other photographers and journalists, and we plan on having a band with us. Check that out on Facebook, Occupy the Odyssey, and you can also find the website, occupytheodyssey.weebly.com.
Hey, how you doing?
We'll go over here real quick.
What's up?
And see what they have serving up. Looks like we have some dessert starting to come out, and excellent. Looks like they had a casserole here and some more soup, chili soup. Or is that hot dog soup? Chili and hot dog soup with cheese.
Well, the chocolate cake in the trunk is cut up in squares.
Now that everybody's done with the main course, it looks like it's ready for dessert. Starting to break it out. I want to thank the viewers for joining in. Those of you that have found it interesting that there's a homeless feed going on here on Ustream. Occupy SF TV, as always, on scene, filming things other than the police brutality, which is a primary responsibility that I have for the Occupy movement. Secondary responsibility, I say, is filming wonderful events like this where people are coming together to help those that are in more need than themselves. Most of these people that are feeding the homeless or the needy are struggling to get by themselves, and here they are, still helping other people. And it's funny because I've seen people in my life that have very little, and they do way more for the community and those in need than people with a significant amount of money. And to me, that's very commendable for those people, and very sad that those with a significant amount of money cannot contribute more to the daily life and society of those that have struggled, that are struggling, regardless of their reason. Mental illness, drugs, broken family, the goddamn banksters. Yes, exactly. Yeah, the bankers and the politicians
laying in bed with each other.
Yeah.
Ever since Jekyll Island in
1913, Jekyll Island. I have somebody that was here talking to me about this. Well, I'm sorry? Yeah, they did, and created the Federal Reserve. I spend most of my time in front of that bank there in San Francisco. And I'm not sure who wants to be on camera or not, so I'm just kind of holding it at the food line, and most people will avert the camera if they don't want to be on it. But here at the Portuguese Park in Hayward, I've had some great discussions with the people here concerning the Occupy movement and the bankers and helping people that are in need, regardless of stature, social stature. They help them. Look at that.
Jimi Hendrix's 70th birthday.
What's that?
Happy Jimi Hendrix's 70th birthday.
Is his birthday today?
Yep.
Wow. And Jesse on top of it, on point with whose birthday it is as far as rock stars go. And like I said, I'll probably hang out for a few more minutes and then head out. I've got some things I got to take care of before I head back to Occupy San Francisco at 101 Market Street in the Federal Reserve. My friends are there waiting for me to return, holding the fort down and on the front lines. And there's a full 360-degree view of what's going on here in Portuguese Park here in Hayward. And I want to say howdy to everybody watching. Thanks for tuning in. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, or whatnot, feel free to email me at OccupyOneLiberty, gmail.com. I'm sorry, that was my Twitter, at OccupyOneLiberty. And Gmail is OccupyOneLiberty at gmail.com. And like I said, we had a whole big thing of soup here, hot dogs. And the other food line, they had some casserole over there, and it looked like some hot dogs. I'm not sure what it was, stew or something. Now they're passing out the ice cream and the dessert. Everybody's fed, hungry, and happy. Smiles on their faces. They even have a to-go service for takeout. And just checking the chat room real quick. I don't see any comments. And once again, I do want to thank the viewers for tuning in to the Homeless Feed here in Hayward. Like I said earlier, you may have missed it. For those of you just tuning in, my friend Jesse right over here started doing this 1 year ago today, bringing food out and parking it right here to feed those in need. And this isn't something that's church related or any kind of organization related. This is Jesse and Ramon. Is there anybody else in your group, Jesse, that organized this or put it together? It's just you and Ramon?
Me, Ramon, started. Jeff and his mom immediately said, "Hey, can we join?" And we're like,
here?
"Hell yes!"
Is that these guys over here?
Yeah. Yep. Because I had talked about wanting to do this for a bit, and they were like, "Well, when you do it, do you mind if we join in?" And I'm like, "Hell no! The more the merrier."
Absolutely.
So it's like a potluck dinner. Anybody show up, bring something. Even if you're just bringing yourself, come on by, share a smile, share a meal, share some conversation.
Great, Jesse. That's great attitude. It's really cool. Like I said, I was telling the viewers, it's really cool to see an organization of people, not a church, not any kind of entity, just getting together and going out and feeding the people that need it.
We don't look down on anybody, man. We serve these people because we are the people.
Right?
Thanks for coming, man. Everyone's welcome. The only thing that's not welcome is enmity or anger and bad vibes, as
right.
long as everybody's happy, they're welcome to come, man.
And no police?
We don't like them to be here. Sometimes they park at the end and do whatever, but we can't control where they're at.
No, we can't, can we? Well, once again, thanks, Jesse. I'll probably wrap this up real quick and get out of here. I got some other things to take care of.
Thanks for coming.
You bet.
And welcome, man.
Give me a hug. Give me a hug. All right.
Right on, man. Peace.
Peace, brother. We'll see you later. So like I said, we're going to get out of here and head back into San Francisco. And when I say we, I mean me, myself, and I. I want to thank these guys. Hey, thanks, you guys. Appreciate it. So Occupy One Liberty signing out from Hayward, California at the Homeless Food Feed here at Portuguese Park. Thanks for tuning in. Peace and love. Solidarity.